Now serving F27 at DMV window number 16.
Okay, Rose, we're second in line. Perfect, Rose. You remembered the birth certificate? Yes, and we have our electric bill. Excellent. We'll be Real ID ready in no time. Real ID ready to visit our grandson Ricky at Fort Bragg, then fly to New Orleans for Jazz Fest.
Pardon me, are you talking to yourself?
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess I am.
Talk yourself into Real ID readiness by May 3rd, 2023. Make a plan at dhs.gov/RealID.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
My dad used to say that.
Sure, yeah. It's from Geico.
Yeah, whenever I would ask my dad for life advice, he'd sit me down and say, son, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more. And look at me now, a well-adjusted adult with a drawer full of plastic bags I'll never use.
Okay, I'm confused. Was your dad a licensed Geico agent?
Nah, he was just a real good dad.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
The content of this podcast is provided for general informational purposes only and is not intended as, nor should it be considered a substitute for professional medical advice. Welcome to Itchy and Bitchy, a podcast where you can get answers to health problems that you thought couldn't be solved. I'm Karen Nickel, family nurse practitioner, and I am in with Forrest Wenzel, our producer and writer of our theme music. And I have a listener questions today from Connie with a K. And normally I would do questions from several listeners, but Connie had many questions and I wanted to make sure to answer all those. And I think the answers will be helpful to many of you. Her first question is, please discuss things to do for low libido. I went from nympho to no-no. They make Viagra for men. Why not something for women? We need it worse. So, Connie, Viagra, which is generic name sildenafil, can be prescribed off-label for women. Off-label prescribing is when a drug is prescribed for you that the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, has approved to treat a condition different than your condition. This practice is very common and is indeed legal. As a matter of fact, 1 in 5 prescriptions written today are for off-label use. Sildenafil is a class of medications called phosphodiesterase inhibitors, or PDEs. These meds dilate blood vessels, which results in increased blood flow to erectile tissue. Of course, we assume that only means the tissue in the penis, but the female clitoris is also comprised of erectile tissue. So guess what? It can impact females as well. Medications like Viagra increase sensitivity, arousal, and orgasmic function. They don't really target sex drive, although that may be a secondary benefit if your sensitivity and orgasms are better. It also has been seen to provide benefit to women who are taking antidepressants that cause sexual side effects like difficulty achieving orgasm. Because it dilates blood vessels, the meds in this class can cause low blood pressure. So people who are taking other meds that cause vasodilation, like daily nitroglycerin, should use these meds with caution, because your blood pressure could get just so low that you could have injury or even death. Maximum dosing for men is 100 milligrams in a 24-hour period. And women are prescribed anywhere from 10 to 100 milligrams per 24-hour period. This medication does require a prescription. And I know there are websites where they claim to sell Viagra, but they are selling counterfeit meds. So just don't buy them on those websites. Talk to your provider about getting a prescription for yourself. There are 2 drugs on the market currently that are indicated for treatment of low sex drive in women, and I will tell you about those after this quick break. I have always had what I consider to be a unique sense of style in clothing and jewelry, and at my workplace as a nurse practitioner in primary care, I wore what you would call my street clothing to work. Then our world changed in March of 2020, and I realized that I really needed to change my routine and start wearing scrubs to work so I could peel them off every day when I got home and throw them in the wash. I knew about FIGS and had given gift certificates to my nurses who wear scrubs every day. When I started wearing scrubs, I needed something stylish, comfortable, innovative, antimicrobial, and would look great wash after wash. There is only one company that I knew would meet all those criteria, and that company is FIGS. Those of us in healthcare have some of the world's toughest jobs, made even tougher in the last year and a half. When FIGS was founded in 2013, they had a single focus: to serve, celebrate, and empower healthcare professionals everywhere. Thank you, FIGS. Because healthcare pros are here for us day and night, FIGS refer to us as awesome humans. I love that. Awesome humans, and want to be there for us day and night too. Their innovative designs are stylish but never go out of style. And honey, if you want pockets, they have items that have up to 20 pockets. When I was wearing street clothes to work, I told my nurses that I was going to start wearing a tool belt for all my stuff. Well, you can leave your tool belt in the garage where it belongs if you wear FIGS. Also, FIGS' proprietary Phionix fabric is ridiculously soft with four-way stretch, moisture wicking, anti-wrinkle, very important, anti-wrinkle, and Silvadur antimicrobial technology that inhibits odor-producing microbes and increases durability. And you can get your FIGS customized with text and icon embroidery. When you go to their website, which I know you will do, if you don't know where to start, you can order their core scrubs in a rainbow of colors. Their mix and match option allows you to have different top and pant sizes and styles. I have tried several different styles and colors of scrub tops and pants and love them all. And when I saw they had a black lab coat, I had to have that. Since I tend to get really cold in our overly air-conditioned office, I have FIGS On Shift Fleece Vest. So stylish, comfy, and warm. And once again, lots of pockets. If you are one of the awesome humans who work in healthcare, FIGS wants you to wear the scrubs you deserve and enjoy 15% off your first order. And if you're not working on the front lines, thank someone who is. With the best scrubs in the world, FIGS will give you 15% off too. Use code ITCHY at checkout. Head to wearfigs.com, wearfigs.com, and enter my code ITCHY at checkout. One of the 2 drugs currently on the market that are indicated for treatment of low sex drive in women is Vyleesi, which a woman injects into the abdomen or inner thigh 45 minutes before sexual activity. So it takes a little pre-planning there. It is supplied in something called an auto-injector. The needle is already on the device, and you just press it into your abdomen or inner thigh and press the button, and the needle will come down, give the injection, and the needle retracts. Vyleesi is a melanocortin agonist. An agonist is a medication that binds to and activates a receptor. So this med activates the melanocortin receptors, which regulate food intake, sexual function, and skin pigmentation. As a woman in menopause, I would say that a downside to this drug is that it is not indicated for menopausal women. It is indicated for premenopausal women only. And there is a long list of other people who shouldn't take it because of med interactions or health history. It also temporarily raises blood pressure and lowers heart rate after injection, and this resolves after a few hours. Because this receptor plays a role in skin pigmentation, another possible side effect is developing dark spots on the face, gums, and breasts. So you really have to think, okay, how much do I want to improve my sex drive? So there's definitely some side effects, and you have to weigh those with the benefits to decide whether this med is right for you. The other med is called ADDY, and it's spelled ADDYI. I had to think about that. ADDYI. You'd think it would be pronounced ADDY, but it's pronounced ADDY. This is a once daily pill that you take every day, not just as needed like the Vyleesi or Viagra. Your next question may be, how does that medication work? Well, the way that ADDY works to help low sex drive is not known, but it does bind to specific receptors in the brain, so that obviously plays a role. Some prescription medications have what we call in the medical biz a black box warning, which is the FDA's most strict warning that the med can cause serious side effects such as injury or death. This med has a black box warning because it can cause very low blood pressure and fainting, especially if you drink alcohol. This med is also indicated for pre-menopausal women only. Menopausal women, you're out. However, adding vaginal estrogen and or vaginal testosterone helps keep those tissues healthy and sensitive. So this treatment can also help with low libido. And we do use this method in postmenopausal women. Woohoo! One for the home team, finally. So, libido is a complicated thing for women. Many factors can play a role in lowering sex drive. And I talk to my patients about this all the time, that we seem to compare ourselves to men, and men, it's a less complicated process. I hate to generalize, but, men could have 2 broken legs and be ready to go. But women, if we're tired, if we're stressed, we're angry, that really impacts our sex drive. So addressing each of those issues can help move you toward a place where you have a better sex drive. So if fatigue is an issue for you, maybe having sex in the morning is a better option for you than at the end of the day. If stress, which is a very common cause of low libido, is part of your life, work on developing stress reduction techniques to help. Relationship concerns also play a role, so working with a sex or marriage therapist can be of real benefit. Some medications can cause low sex drive. We've talked about it with antidepressants. So you can talk to your healthcare provider about other treatment options that don't have sexual dysfunction as a common side effect and see if one of those medications is an option for you as a replacement. After this break, I will answer a couple more questions from Connie with a K. I am constantly telling my listeners and my patients about supplements, and I would like to talk to you specifically about Care Of. Care Of is a wellness brand that makes it easy to maintain your health goals with a customized vitamin plan that helps you feel your best today and supports you long term. I love that all of Care Of products are formulated with clean ingredients that are backed by science, and they will always tell you about the research and sourcing behind each of their products. In addition, the recommended supplements come in daily, individually wrapped packets that are adorable and have a little quote or saying or fun fact on them. That feature really helps me maintain a daily routine of taking my supplements. I'm always looking forward to see what that little saying is. If iron and prenatals are included in your pack, it is child resistant, and you can compost your vitamin packs because they are made of plant-based ingredients. When you receive your shipment, it will include a little booklet. Mine says "Made for Karen" on the cover and contains the list of the customized supplements and how they support you. It also includes instructions on dosing your supplements and how to develop a routine to ensure that you take the supplements every day. Literally every day at work, when I ask my patients if they're taking their daily recommended supplements, some of them tell me, well, I was taking it daily, but I ran out 3 weeks ago and I haven't gotten to the health food store to get more. Care of can solve this problem with a personalized subscription that is delivered to your door each month, contact-free, so you never have to worry about running out. I frequently tell patients that it is important to take supplements that are specific to their needs rather than grabbing supplements off the shelf that they hope will help them. Care of's in-depth online quiz asks you questions about your diet, lifestyle, and health concerns to help address your specific wellness goals. Taking this quiz is like getting a one-on-one consultation with a nutritionist, all without leaving your house. You can adjust your pack at any time, and you can retake the quiz at any time if your needs or goals change. For 50% off your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code ITCHY50. For 50% off for your first Care of order, go to takecareof.com and enter code ITCHY50.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
My dad used to say that.
Sure, yeah. It's from Geico.
Yeah, whenever I would ask my dad for life advice, he'd sit me down and say, son, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more. And look at me now, a well-adjusted adult with a drawer full of plastic bags I'll never use.
Okay, I'm confused. Was your dad a licensed Geico agent?
Nah, he was just a real good dad.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Streaming only on Peacock.
John Wayne Gacy killed 32.
Straight from the killer's mouth.
They want you to believe that I alone committed these murders.
The new gripping 6-part documentary series, John Wayne Gacy, Devil in Disguise. All episodes streaming now, only on Peacock.
Everyone wants hair that is voluminous, full, and shiny, but don't you want it to smell wonderful too? Function of Beauty's custom hair care makes sure you don't neglect the most powerful of your body's senses, the sense of smell. Function of Beauty is the world leader in fully customized hair care. They create your unique formula based on a short but thorough quiz to give your hair everything it needs to look and feel its best. Every product is sulfate and paraben-free. They're vegan and cruelty-free. And Function of Beauty fans are absolutely wild about the fragrances, and for good reason. Your hair has never smelled so amazing. Try tropical mango or sweet peach, or subtler scents such as lavender or rose or eucalyptus. Crisp pear is my fragrance of choice. It is subtle with a touch of sweetness and a dab of freshness. I love it. If fragrance is not for you, that's okay. You can get unscented as well. So turn your beauty routine into an aromatherapy session, a tropical getaway even. Go to functionofbeauty.com/itchy to take your quiz and save 20% on your first order. That applies to their full range of customized hair, skin, and body products. That's functionofbeauty.com/itchy to let them know you heard about it here and to get 20% off your first order. functionofbeauty.com/itchy. Okie dokie, here's another Connie question. I've taken bioidentical hormones in a cream form on and off for years. A couple of years ago, when I went back on them, after a while, the estrogen threw me into a full-blown gallbladder attack. Karen, have you seen this in your practice? Well, Connie, I do see this in my patients. As a matter of fact, it will often happen when someone is just starting estrogen-containing birth controls or HRT. Clinical studies have shown that the use of oral contraception and conjugated estrogens in premenopausal women significantly enhances the formation of cholesterol gallstones. That's what our gallstones are made of, is cholesterol. This is also true when estrogen therapy is taken by postmenopausal women or given to men with prostate cancer. Gallstones are more common in women than men, and the evidence in these studies supports the concept that women are at higher risk than men for gallstone formation because of the difference in how the female liver handles cholesterol in response to estrogen. So, since eating high-fat foods will often trigger gallbladder symptoms, decreasing animal fats in your diet, especially if you are taking some form of estrogen, would be a wise move. Connie also states, I attempted to take the progesterone on its own, but I thought it made me retain fluid. After listening to you, I'm wondering if I was wrong. I'd also like to share that I've tried maca root, and I believe it has helped with my hot flashes. Connie, I'm missing some important info that can help with answering your question. I don't know how old you are, if you are perimenopausal or menopausal, the dose and form of the progesterone, and what other meds you're taking. There are many factors that can contribute to fluid retention, including diet, activity, weight, and current meds. If the fluid retention started with the start of progesterone and there are no other factors that could be contributing, then the fact that you retained fluid meant the dose just wasn't correct for you, or the estrogen, progesterone, and testosterone levels were not well balanced. If I had a patient with that complaint after a new progesterone start, I would evaluate the estrogen and progesterone and work to achieve a better balance of the two. Maca, as you mentioned, is a good supplement to help with general hormone balance. It can be a good addition whether or not you're on HRT. So I have some people take it even when they're on HRT. Some people who don't want to take HRT can find it very beneficial for their perimenopausal and menopausal symptoms. I usually have people dose it 1,500 milligrams daily of the maca, 1,500 milligrams. Lastly, from Connie, she asks, would you consider talking about abnormal pap smears, HPV, and how to treat it naturally? There is a class of abnormal paps, first of all, called ASCUS, which stands for atypical squamous cells of unknown significance, which basically means that there are some funny-looking cells on the pap smear, and we do not know if they are something bad. So they're very nonspecific. And oftentimes we will see ASCUS with a negative HPV. So there was not HPV present, but we still have some funny looking cells. This abnormal finding on PAP can occur without HPV being present, and the finding of ASCUS can be caused by the presence of yeast or bacterial vaginitis, or if there's not enough estrogen in the tissues, which happens frequently in menopause. So treating the vaginitis or using vaginal estrogen, if that is appropriate for you, can correct this abnormality on PAP. So I just wanted to talk about a PAP that can be corrected if it doesn't have HPV present, because we do see a lot of ASCUS on PAP. The HPV, which is the human papillomavirus, is the main cause of cervical and vaginal cancer. This is a sexually transmitted virus. The body actually has the capability of suppressing and clearing the virus, but the key is to support your immune system so it can do that job. I've talked a lot about how to do this on other episodes, but it always bears repeating. Eat a healthy diet. Get regular exercise. 150 minutes a week is the goal. Get good sleep. Maintain a healthy weight and reduce stress. There are also vitamin supplements or nutritional supplements that help support your immune system, like vitamin C, zinc, and N-acetylcysteine, which is often abbreviated NAC, N as in Nancy, AC. But these do not take the place of the lifestyle measures I listed. So you can get those supplements. It will help support your immune system so it can battle these viruses that we keep holding on to in our body. But a really important thing is the lifestyle changes that help support your immune system. Also, Gardasil, the HPV vaccine that has been indicated for females and males ages 9 years old to 26 years old, is now indicated for anyone aged 9 to 45 years old. And that length of vaccination time has been extended because we are seeing more and more HPV-related cancers. Because we always think of HPV as causing cervical cancer, but we are seeing more HPV-related cancers, including throat, anal, and penile cancers. Throat cancer is a big one that's caused by HPV. So vaccination for prevention has become more and more important for men and women. And I wouldn't be surprised to see that age range increase even more because of the frequency of HPV-related vaccines. So Connie, you had a boatload of questions, and I think that's great. And I hope I answered those sufficiently, and I hope those answers are helpful for other listeners. I think they are common questions for people, so I'm sure some benefit was gained there. Thank you for listening, and I hope you will share with your friends and family the podcast Itchy and Bitchy if you find it fun and informative. And I want to thank our sponsors for today's episode, which include Function of Beauty, Care of, and Figs. I also want to thank Forrest Wenzel, our producer and composer of our theme music, and you can catch his music on Spotify or Apple Music. Just search Forrest Wenzel, Forrest Wentzel, Forrest Wenzel at Spotify or Apple Music. I always want to say iTunes, which ages me, but it is Apple Music. So thank you so much for listening, and I will be here next time, and I want you to remember that your health is in your hands.
Step up to the plate and get the best lines in baseball with William Hill Sportsbook. When you play with our money lines, you win more when you're right. So sign up today and start betting risk-free. Download the William Hill mobile app and your first bet of up to $500 is risk-free using promo code RADIORF. New users only. Must be 21 years or older and present in Virginia to bet. Paid and free bets. Terms and conditions apply. Gambling problem? Call, text, or chat our confidential and toll-free helpline at 1-888-532-3500. William Hill Sportsbook. Let's make it interesting.
This is Peacock.
I love it!
It's streaming your favorite shows, movies, live sports, breaking news, exclusive originals. It's The Office.
That's what she said.
Chrisley Knows Best.
It's gonna be Todd's Way or the Highway.
And Peacock original shows like Punky Brewster.
Holy macanoli.
So whether you're in the mood for every live WWE pay-per-view or every episode of Law & Order SVU, Peacock's got you covered. Peacock. Watch for free, upgrade for more. Stream now at peacocktv.com.